In a small Ugandan village lived a young girl called Sarah. She was 9 years old, small and curious. Sarah had 2 older siblings. Her brother was Peter, 13 years old, tall and brave. Her sister was Mary, 11 years old, gentle and kind. The children lived with their mother in a small mud house with a thatched roof. Life in the village was simple. Every evening, their mother cooked food on a fire. But for the fire to burn, she always needed wood from the forest. One Saturday afternoon, she called her children. "Peter, Mary, Sarah," she said, "before the sun goes down, go and bring me firewood from the forest." "Yes, Mama," Peter answered quickly. He always tried to be responsible. Mary nodded. "We will go and come back soon." Sarah jumped with excitement. "I will help too," she said proudly. The 3 children took their ropes and baskets and walked along the small path that led to the forest. The air was fresh. Birds were singing above. Insects buzzed around the tall grass. The children walked happily, talking and laughing together. Soon they entered the forest, where the air was cooler and the ground was covered with dry leaves. Peter picked up strong branches and carried them on his shoulder. Mary bent down, tying small sticks together neatly with her rope. Sarah also tried to collect sticks, but her mind wandered. She loved looking at the colors of the forest, the red flowers, the green leaves, the butterflies dancing in the sunlight. Suddenly, a bright yellow butterfly with black spots flew past her face. Its wings shone like gold as it moved from one flower to another. "Oh, how beautiful," Sarah said, dropping her sticks. "Don't wander too far, Sarah," Peter warned. "I won't," she answered. But her feet were already chasing after the butterfly. The butterfly flew deeper into the trees, and Sarah followed, laughing softly. It landed on a leaf, then quickly flew again. Sarah kept running, her eyes fixed on it. But after some time, the butterfly disappeared. Sarah stopped and looked around. Her smile faded. The forest looked strange. The trees were taller and darker here. The path had disappeared. The voices of her brother and sister were gone. "Peter, Mary," she called, her voice small. No answer. "Peter, Mary," she shouted louder, but only the echo of her own voice came back. Fear filled her heart. She turned one way, then another, but every side looked the same: tall trees, thick bushes, and shadows. She tried walking back, but it only led her deeper into the forest. The sun began to sink lower in the sky. Golden light turned into deep orange. The shadows grew longer. Birds stopped singing, and the forest grew quiet. Sarah's heart beat fast. She called again, tears in her eyes. "Peter, Mary, please answer me." But suddenly, she stopped. Between 2 tall trees, something white was moving. At first, she thought it was Mary. But when she looked again, her whole body froze. It was not her sister. It was a tall figure, white like smoke. It floated above the ground, slowly moving closer. Its face was hidden in shadow. It made no sound, yet it seemed alive. Sarah's legs shook. She stepped back. Who are you?" she whispered. The figure did not reply. It only glided closer, its arms long and thin, its body shining faintly in the darkening forest. Sarah dropped her bundle of firewood. Her voice broke into a cry. "Go away. Please, don't hurt me." Tears rolled down her cheeks. She screamed louder, her cries echoing through the trees. Far away, Peter and Mary realized Sarah was missing. "Where is she?" Mary asked, her voice worried. Peter frowned. "I told her not to wander off. Let's find her quickly." They shouted her name again and again. "Sarah! Sarah!" At last, they heard the sound of her crying. Their hearts raced. "That's her!" Peter shouted. "This way!" They ran as fast as they could, stepping on dry sticks, pushing through thick bushes, ignoring the thorns scratching their legs. Finally, they reached a small clearing. There was Sarah, standing alone, crying, her face pale with fear. Behind her, the tall white figure floated silently, watching. Mary gasped. "Peter, do you see it?" "Yes," Peter said softly, his voice shaking. The ghostly figure turned its head slowly toward them. For a moment, its hollow eyes seemed to stare deep into their souls. Then, without a sound, it began to fade. Slowly, like smoke blown away by the wind, it vanished into the shadows of the trees. Peter rushed to Sarah and hugged her tightly. "Don't cry, Sarah. You are safe now," he said firmly. Mary held her hand. "We are here. Nothing will harm you." Still sobbing, Sarah whispered, "It was a ghost, it was looking at me." "Maybe it was a forest spirit," Peter said. "But spirits cannot harm us if we stay together. We must go home quickly." The three children held hands tightly. They walked fast, almost running, through the forest. Every sound made them jump, a branch falling, a bird flying, the wind blowing. None of them dared to look back. At last, the trees opened, and they saw the path leading to their village. When they reached home, their mother was standing outside, waiting. "Why are you so late?" she asked, her face full of worry. Then she saw Sarah's tear-stained face. She knelt down and pulled her into her arms. "My child, what happened?" she asked softly. Sarah held her tightly. "Mama, I saw a ghost." Her mother stroked her hair gently. "Yes, the forest has spirits," she said, "but they cannot harm you if you stay close to family. Promise me you will never wander off again." "I promise, Mama," Sarah whispered. That night, Sarah lay on her mat, unable to sleep. She still saw the ghostly figure in her mind, white, tall, and silent in the trees. She trembled, but she also remembered the moment Peter and Mary came running, holding her hands, and taking her home. She learned a lesson she would never forget. The forest was wide and beautiful, but it was also full of secrets too frightening for a little girl to face alone. From that day on, Sarah never left her brother and sister's side when they went to the forest. Because she knew family was her greatest protection.